Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. From Poland, taking part in his World Championship debut, the winner of 2 Development Tour titles. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the Bolt, Sebastian Bialecki. Ladies and gentlemen, taking part in his 2nd World Championship, the winner of a PDC ranking title, the Quip, Jim Williams!
Right, match number 1 on night 6 then. Jim Williams up against Sebastian Bialecki. Jim Williams, known as the Quip. 38-year-old from Cardiff, runner-up at the Lakeside a few years ago. This, though, just a 2nd appearance at the PDC World Championship. Beat Ted Everts first last year before losing to Joe Cullen. Bit of a classic, actually. Lost in a deciding set. But he is trying to at least match that this time around and make it to round 2. But he's up against a youngster here, a 19-year-old from Poland, who's making his World Championship debut. There he is. And if you watch darts regularly, you'll probably remember his run to the quarterfinals of the UK Open earlier this year. Beat Ryan Searle 10-6. And then it actually came down to a last leg decider with Willie O'Connor in the last 8. He has won a development tour event this year, and he booked his debut here by coming through the East Europe qualifier. He's some prospect. It is number 8 seed, James Wade, who awaits the winner of our first match tonight. To guide you through this first tie then, here's Mark Webster, and good evening to Dan Dawson.
Yeah, good evening, Emma. Thank you very much. Let's get tonight underway. Jim Williams, career titles 20, occupation joiner. Sebastian Bialecki, career titles 4, occupation child, or at least he's still in full-time education. He is a very, very young man, but Mark Webster, when we have seen him on the few occasions in big TV events, things happen, don't they?
Yeah, definitely, and due to what's coming up later on tonight, this game's gone under the radar. This is a real tie. Could be a real close tie as well. Jim Williams, who's had a brilliant debut year. I say debut year, he's been on the Challenge Tour, but he got his tour card in January, courtesy of winning last year's Challenge Tour. But we'll know what to expect from Bialecki. Emma mentioned the run to the quarterfinals with a 9-darter in the UK Open the year previous as well, so don't take your eyes off this one. This one could go deep.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. That 9-darter that Mark mentioned, Sebastian hit that in the 3rd leg of his first game ever in a big TV event at the PDC. I mean, that is ridiculous. Then the next tournament was the one the following year, the UK Open, reached the quarterfinals and missed the dart for the semis. Things happen when he plays in these events.
It was a stab at 150 as well to get into that semi-final, but a guy who's very early in his development as a player, but seriously capable, will look to Krzysztof Ratajski, a fellow Pole, as inspiration. He plays later on in the week. Krzysztof, he takes on Danny Jansen.
Yeah, played with Krzysztof at the World Cup of Darts earlier this year. Yeah, was actually instrumental in helping his teammate get a first-round win against the USA. Sebastian holding his nerve and hitting a 180 at a crucial moment in the deciding leg. Can't produce a maximum here.
Effortless throw though, Dan, hasn't he? There's not a great deal that can go wrong with that. Sebastian Bialecki. A great action, but his throw's under threat here. Jim Williams getting a look at 1-2-4 and sets it up pretty well.
He'll start on the 18s here, Sebastian. Treble 20 in bull. Can't quite find the treble, and a great opportunity for a break and throw, although a curious set-up shot from Bialecki.
How's that one going? Could act as a guide now for Jim Williams. I'm in a real mess there. They look nervy darts. And this could be a settler for Bialecki. He knows he's survived a scare here. Got to use that guide. And he does use it on a just 20 dart leg. But a hold the throw for Sebastian. He's off and running.
His first ever leg at a World Championship for the 19-year-old from Poland. Only the third Polish player to play at the PDC World Championship. Already mentioned Ratajski. The other one was Krzysztof Kachuk, a man who played more than a decade ago. But it does feel like darts is taking a bit of a hold in Poland. We have seen other tour card holders, the likes of Titus Karnik. Seems to be gaining ground, darts as a sport over in Poland. And this young man might be one of the main catalysts for it to reach another level over the coming years.
Yeah, without doubt, like I said, effortless action. He doesn't give a great deal away when he plays either. Got a really good temperament. Nothing too negative, nothing, he just gets the job done. And he's made it's a nervy start, but you can't blame him on debut as a 19-year-old, but the key is he got that leg won.
Seems like we've got a few Fallon fans in.
Jim Williams has to settle a little bit here.
58.
Didn't throw very well at those doubles. I say throw very well. They weren't good darts, were they, Dan? They were. The first one's nowhere near the double, and then he just wobbled a little bit on the double 16.
99.
Well, he's a mercurial talent, Jim Williams. He can do this sort of stuff. It's his first ton 40. It's the first ton 40 of this match. And he's got a brilliant record from his World Championship campaigns in the WDF. In fact, his entire darts career in the WDF. Brilliant World Trophy winner, loads of titles.
Won a title this year as well, beating a gentleman we're going to see later on in his final, Ricky Evans. But we've spoke about it, Dan. He then went and missed a few events, didn't he? And when you're in your first year, if he missed 4 Pro Tours, missed a Euro Tour as well, Jim Williams, we could have seen a lot more of him this year.
Bialecki can't find the treble, so Jim Williams is going to get another chance at the outer ring. Made a real mess of things in the opening leg. It's going to be the same portion of the board he's looking at. They weren't much better, were they?
Well, at least the first dart was in the vicinity. It was first dart was close to the double 8 in the previous leg, but it's edgy from Jim Williams, and he could give Bialecki a second leg here. He's missed. Early nerves here. It's a double to settle himself down, Jim Williams. 7 missed at doubles now. This is edgy, to say the least.
Sebastian, you require 20.
Oh, welcome to Ali Pali, Sebastian. Gift-wrapped couple of legs. Can he open the present?
And you can hear the crowd. Really good dart. 24 dart leg. 44 darts thrown, and Bialecki finds himself 2 legs up. And in terms of the standard, he won't be happy, but you can't complain about being 2 legs 2-0 up in the opening set on your debut. You see, really nervy start from the both, but Bialecki, who's satisfied that he's in the ascendance here in the opening set.
He's been there a few days, Sebastian. He's been wandering around Ali Pali, watching some of the games, just taking it all in. So he's had a chance to acclimatise, but there is nothing that quite prepares you for stepping up on that stage for the first time.
Yeah, I'm a big advocate of that. If you're a debutant, get to the venue, come and watch a session. I did that on my debut year. And Jim Williams signs that he's livening up, but it's the doubles has been the issue. Yes, he hasn't scored, but that's what's been costly. We get our first max.
85.
Despite the 180, Bialecki has managed to stay in pole position in this leg on throw.
59.
And he is first to a finish, although he won't be completely happy.
Pole position, very good.
Thanks, Pam.
Jim Williams will... I think it'll be... This is the one positive of set play. You lose a set, you can just get off stage, draw a line under it. And that's I think Jim Williams may have to do. Well, here we go. Bialecki to clinch the opening set. Great effort, but will be back. And a set to forget, you'd have to say, for Jim Williams so far.
And ridiculously, I think that treble 20 miss out the board is his highest score of this first set, Sebastian Bialecki. But it might be a set he wins to 0. It's another crack at tops. And the teenager wins his opening set at Ali Pali to 0 against the former world finalist from the WDF, Jim Williams. He's in a spot of bother against the Bolt. We'll see if Barney is fully fit for his game this evening against the Barber. A game that I think he could have a few problems with, even if he is fighting fit, Mark.
It's a tough tie. Ryan Meikle is an improving player. It's small steps every year, but he's going in the right direction. And yeah, I agree with you. Even at 100%, and he could be threatened tonight. But neither of these, in terms of performance, have been at 100%. A very modest opening set. Jim Williams had a bit of a shocker on the doubles, but
96.
Not in terms of performance, but a dream opening set for the debutant. You win it 3-0 down, get yourself 1-0 ahead.
Look, Sebastian will know he'll have to play some very good stuff if he is going to have this fairy tale debut at Ali Pali. But if you're going to get given a set while playing pretty ropily, take it. And that's exactly what he's done.
We've said it throughout the event, haven't we? But the first game is just about winning. And I say the first game because some of the seeds coming in the second round. It's not the first round. Just get it done, get it won. And it just helps you relax
60.
for your next match, and you know you'll just feel a little less pressure.
This is better from the quiff. He's himself on 75.
He's not going to be under a great deal of pressure.
39. Junior requires 75.
Got a foothold in this tie for Jim Williams.
55.
And that's now 9 darts of doubles in the match. Yet to convert one. And yes, he'll come back, but really cause for concern. I think it's one of the strong points of Jim Williams' finishing as well.
55. Junior requires 20.
Certainly not so far this evening.
Can he get it first? Not like that, he won't. He's going to split this. He'll lose double 4. And there we go, finally, after going all around the board, Jim Williams has found a double he can hit.
Sensible to split as well. I think if Bialecki had been a bit closer, he may not have split, but a 1-5-3, he knew.
125.
Great camera angle at that. First start and a double for Jim Williams in his first round tie. And talk about that first set. If you're going to lose a first set and have a shocker, do it on your opponent's darts. That's what Jim Williams did.
That's more like it from Sebastian Bialecki. His first maximum on the Ali Pali stage.
$99.
Jersey for George Noble there. Is he about to call in another 180?
136.
Bialecki opting for a different route, but a really good response in the second leg for Sebastian, and good signs for both players here. This is better.
Yeah, it's starting to turn into the kind of game we expected. Nice open bet for double top, and that is an 11-dart leg, by far the best we've seen so far in this match. You only have to look at how Sebastian got here. Won the East European qualifier. Beat 7 different players from 5 different nations, culminating in a victory over Christian Girdle. So once he'd negotiated the Girdle hurdle, he was getting himself to Ali Pali for the first time. But you look at some of the performances, some high 90s average. There was 103 nearly in one of those games. He's got a really good top level.
And he kind of breezed through that qualifier. You think 7 matches and he never went to a deciding leg once. He was the business end, he was holding himself together, and he's done a lot of hard work just to get here. And so far, making a decent account of himself. I won't be too critical, but we know Sebastian will play better, but this is satisfactory so far. He's a setter. Looks the more likely of the two as well.
And he's 19. Already won a title on the second-tier system, the Challenge Tour. That was what Jim Williams won the whole thing of last year when he got his tour card by doing it, and got to Ali Pali as a result. He's won on the youth system. He's won a senior title away from the PDC. He is winning things on a semi-regular basis. And were it not for the likes of, in fact, the man who beat him in the World Youth Championship, Josh Rock, and Keane Barry, I think there might be a bit more clamour about Sebastian Bialecki, but that is a cracking visit from Jim Williams.
Really good from Jim Williams. And this better. The set averages both around about 93, 94 in a little bit, but I think particularly for Jim Williams, he needed this sort of response. That's better. Pins the double with his first dart. Best leg of the match for Jim, 13 down. And 6 Welshmen in the draw as well. We've lost 2, Robert Owen and Richie Burnett. Louis Williams put in a great performance yesterday. He plays Michael Van Gerwen in the next round. Gedwin Price got through, and we've still got the ferret Johnny Clayton before the break, but Jim Williams, it's a lot better. It looks more relaxed as well, a bit more rhythm, the pace is better. Asking a few more questions of Sebastian here.
Yeah, settling into it. Was very impressive on his debut last year at Ali Pali, Jim Williams. Saw off Ted Evans in the first round, and he had Joe Cullen in all sorts of
2
problems.
sets to 1 up, wasn't he? Yeah, and Joe played really well then, but a satisfactory debut, and he'd had a good Grand Slam built in the build-up to that as well. He got eliminated on 2 wins from 3, which is very unfortunate. But naturally progression, we expect more from Jim now. We expect him maybe to take out a seed and have a little run.
94.
Yeah, has yet to make his impression on the big TV stages in the PDC, but it's still early days for him. This is his first year as a tour card holder, of course, and hasn't qualified for things like the match play and the Grand Prix yet. Wouldn't rule it out, though, would you?
I think he could have if he played the event stand.
Maybe.
When he just won one, and the one Niedenhausen where all the big players didn't enter, it was a perfect one for him to go to. I know there were some travel issues and he's self-employed, but...
Hang about. can't find the treble 18 that would have given him a dart at bullseye, and this is a chance to level the match.
Hasn't been his friend, this double, so far. Awkward. Got a shuffle. Really good dart from Jim Williams, and finally giving his fans something to cheer about. That's a lot better from Jim Williams. He was blown. But I said this could be one of the ties of the night, and it's kind of gone under the radar because we've got Fallon and Raymond coming up later, but warming up this tie now.
Perhaps the one thing that Sebastian needs to tighten up, and it's just the line of his darts. He's missing a lot left and right, isn't he? A lot of darts into the 5. He does stand an awful long way over to the right-hand side of the oche, compared to Jim, who's pretty central when he lines up.
Well, he composed himself well after dropping it. Hit a treble 19, but yeah, he made a good observation. He stands over to the right a lot, Sebastian Bialecki. You see that with Stephen Bunting as well, and
there you can see where he's towing the oche, way over there. I mean, you can still throw darts from there. It's fine, look.
Max, number 4 of the match to a piece. Really good from Bialecki. And whatever happens in this match, this young man's got a big future. I like his temperament. No petulance in his game. Just gets on with it. There was no sort of head shaking or any strops when he lost that set. It was just regroup and get back out here. And in a good leg here, Sebastian.
Yeah, you do get the feeling that he could hit a 9-darter on the World Championship stage, and he would do absolutely nothing if the double went in. He would just wander back to the table and then get ready for the next leg.
Number 16. Really good leg again. Oh, a little bit of emotion there for Bialecki. Just the importance to him just to sort of regroup in his 3rd set. Good leg.
Jim Williams, of course, missing 8 darts at double in that first set. So since then, he's 3 out of 7. That's okay. This looks like Sebastian might be just slipping into a bit of a groove here.
Jim Williams, so a little bit of backlift. He actually holds his dart very low. Seems like he's almost holding the point, and a lean on the last dart, but it was effective. A lot more solid Bialecki throw.
54.
And Williams first to a finish. Bialecki needs a couple of trebles to get to one himself. It's exactly what
really good action at Dan. Even the movement from the left hand to the right hand. It's so smooth from Bialecki.
Smooth's the word, isn't it? It is butter.
99. Sebastian, you go 167.
This. Not going to go, and you mentioned that, Dan. There's a couple of them creeping in, and he's just followed it. Just got to reset here, Sebastian. Really good last start, and he reset really well, but could be in vain. Jim Williams to level up set 3.
Great first start. That's not too shabby either, and perhaps important, because double 16's a big part of his game, and it's a part of his game that hadn't really been working until now.
And he won the 2nd set on double 16, and he's just won his opening leg of set 3, double 16. Bialecki hits the front on the 180 count. You mentioned he's had 9 darters in the past, and there's a very early in the leg, but there's a chance.
60.
You really have gone early. First visit. Oh, you might have been right, Mark.
Oh, Sebastian. Great leg, though. Great effort. We saw Louis Williams, the width of a wire, to win the match yesterday. I was impressed with Louis yesterday. I thought he was brilliant.
60.
Good performance.
Yeah, really good from him, particularly after a rather nondescript few months in darting terms. He's very, very consistently getting the weight of dart right, isn't he? It's just whether it slips into the 5 or the 1. He's always in and around the treble at the height of where it goes.
A couple of loose darts here and there, but the set 3 averages, we said they improved in set 2, well, they'll improve even further in this third set. Bialecki being afforded time to tee up the shot.
Enough to get to a finish, but not enough to worry Sebastian, although I'm not sure what is enough to worry this lad.
13 dart legs all around in set 3. 13 darter for Sebastian Bialecki in leg 1 and leg 3. Jim Williams and 13 darts in leg 2.
66.
Brilliant standard in this third set.
And if they're going to get better and better set by set by set, I hope this does go the distance, because it's going to get really good, isn't it? Look at that.
Both players starting to bounce off each other now. Really good last dart from Jim Williams, needed as well.
Again, the way to dart perfect, and it's just taken a little adjustment after that wide one to come away with a 135, and he's applying the pressure to Jim Williams here.
81.
There's an opening here for Sebastian to wrap this set up with a couple of visits. Needs to find a treble. He went back up. Really good dart.
If you're watching this on Sky Sports main event, the coverage will be coming to a close in the next 5 minutes, so get on to Sky Sports Darts, and why wouldn't you? Because Sebastian Bialecki is really stepping things up in this game, and we might be watching a teenager win his debut match on the Ali Pali stage.
Stay there, surely. It's the right shot. Double 17 to keep the set alive. Brilliant from Jim Williams. And that one hurt Sebastian. He was waiting on 44 to wrap up the set. These two have really turned it on now. Gradually got better. Nervy first set. A little bit better than the second set. This is a quality third set.
We're in a deciding leg. In this set, just this set, Sebastian Bialecki is averaging over 111. But he has got to hold throw here to avoid losing this set and going 2-1 down. This is magnificent. 19 years old, this lad.
Jim Williams, though, such experience and sensible play. Never tempted by the treble 18 for tops. The guide was there. Pinned the double 17.
Mark, you've been up there. If you play this brilliantly in a set, whether it's Sebastian or whether it's Jim with that incredible 154, to lose that set, is it doubly hard to take?
It would be more so for Sebastian because it's on his darts, but yeah, these are the big legs in the World Championship. Set winning legs. Sebastian Bialecki, 9 darts thrown, 136.
After being hit without 154. But look at that from Jim Williams, a 162 to get to a finish.
If he doesn't get it, the setup play's got to be good. Stay there. Oh, 136 for Bialecki. Unbelievable. Jim Williams sent us all away with a 154. Bialecki, 19 years old, 136. He's one set away for a possible tie with James Wade, and a nod of the head from Jim Williams. That will hurt, but sportingly acknowledges what a shot that is. And after the slow start, we said this tie could be something special, and it's proven to be.
96.
Right, we can talk about the numbers, if you like. He's averaged 112.5 in that set, over 5 legs. That's as long as a set can go in this World Championship. They are serious numbers from Sebastian. But forget the statistics. Jim Williams has just hit him with an enormous checkout. He's just had a perfect scoring visit to get down to a finish himself, and then he pulls that out. Absolutely incredible levels of talent and maturity from this lad.
Look at the doubles in that 5th set as well. We had woes on the doubles in set 1. Bialecki has hit his last 4 out of 4 on the doubles. And could be a dream debut, 1 set away. But Williams knows it's his darts in this set. He needs to hold throw here.
Well, whoever comes through this, you get the feeling that the number 8 seed and one of the most successful players in the history of the Professional Darts Corporation, James Wade, could have one heck of a test on his hands.
At the same time, though, if there's a player on tour, it doesn't bother who's playing. It's James Wade, isn't it? But yeah, it's going to be a serious challenge to whomever wins this tie.
It would be Thursday night, that second round game with Wade, for whoever prevails here.
Not massively enough there to pressure Jim. I say that, it's just got 1-3-6, so Jim not happy with that first start, too low. Got to get himself around it now. Ah, really good last start.
Yeah, great last dart. Very important one as well. Means he gets 3 darts at double 16. And the doubling over the last 15 minutes from the pair of them has been very, very good. And it continues to be so.
Bialecki, if he wants to avoid last set drama, will have to break the Jim Williams throw at some point in this set. Good switching from Williams.
They're both playing well right now. It's got to be, are they enjoying this? Sebastian, who knows? Can't tell what he's thinking.
When you know you're playing well, you're feeling obviously more relaxed. I don't know about the enjoyment factor. I never particularly enjoyed it. Particularly for Jim Williams, you're chasing the game, aren't you? But we'll both feel comfortable in their performances here and know that they've got a big shot in their locker because they've both proved it so far.
Oh, sneaks the last one into the treble once again.
Just got to tee this up, Jim. Yeah, good dart. Over to his favourite double. It's been a bit edgy at times, but better as the match has gone on. And good response from Jim in this set. It was going to be hard for Sebastian to maintain the levels of that third set, but Williams for 2-leg lead.
Well, he continues to pin the doubles, first time of asking. It's been an awful long time since either player missed a dart at double. Just get towards the end, get under 100 at some point, and then that's the end of the leg. There's no fuss, there's no drama, there's no worry. Efficient stuff.
I have to say, the match deserves the silent set. After all the shenanigans on doubles in the opening set, set 2 was gradually better. That's real quality in the last 2 sets. The averages around similar, 91 and a bit, but they would have been higher if it wasn't for all the woes on the doubles and a nervy opening set. It's been really good from set 2 onwards.
Well, that levels the 180 tally at 3 apiece, and Jim Williams is the one in the ascendancy right now. Yes, he lost that 3rd set, but he was playing some excellent stuff. But while he has continued, maybe even improved, Sebastian has not been able to maintain those ridiculous levels.
55.
It's a little bit careless. It's not going to be too damaging, you wouldn't have thought. Tip your hat to both players. When they've had a little wobble, they've responded. Williams lost the 1st set, responded. Bialecki then was levelled, he responded. It looks like Jim's doing the same here. We fancied this to be a good game, Dan. I thought after the 1st set we got it horribly wrong, but looks like we're heading to a deciding set.
Well, I believe if Jim Williams pins this 1st dart, it is 5 of his last 5 attempts at double 16 that he's hit. Well, the run's come to an end. And double 4 bail him out.
This was his 1st double he hit in the match, and he hits it again. Very vocal support. We go to a deciding set. It's a 1st round match, so no tiebreaker. Bialecki, your slight favourite. He would have the dart in legs 1, 3 and 5 if we go that far.
But he has just lost 3 legs on the spin without getting a single dart at double. The leg count in this match is 8-7 in Jim Williams' favour. If he can just maintain the standard he's shown in the last couple of sets, it may be enough.
Jim Williams has got to be patient here, though. He has a tendency to sort of try and rush through this leg, get yourself in a match-winning position. Let's see, Jim Williams been really good from set 2. Bialecki as well, that explosive 3rd set. Didn't perform in set 4.
100.
Even if he loses this game, Bialecki comes away with an awful lot of credit for a debut performance on this stage, doesn't he?
Yeah, like I said, if he does lose, I'm pretty certain we'll see him here many more times. But he's making a solid start in this set. But I liked a little bit more there. Jim Williams with a 140. Can apply some pressure. The 150 Bialecki's left is the
60.
finishing miss to beat William O'Connor in the UK Open. Width of a wire on double 15. That'll be the route again, I'm sure.
Well, again, the last dart into the treble for Sebastian. It's come to his rescue a number of times in this game. It perhaps speaks to the fact he's able to maintain his composure. Not worrying, not panicking, he's just going through that action, that silky smooth action, giving himself a chance of getting the treble.
Big moment for Bialecki. Didn't get a dart double in the previous set, and his first 2 have gone a beg, and this is a real opportunity for Jim Williams. A very gettable finish. Really a guide, but bullseye. For a 4th straight leg. Really good shot from Jim Williams. The first real roar from Jim Williams. And the first time Jim Williams has led in the match. He's been chasing throughout. He needed a break in this deciding set. He's just got one with another ton-plus finish.
That is a special shot. Jim Williams, his 2nd ton-plus check-out of the match. He leads. And he doesn't look like he's in the mood to let go of that lead.
Now can Bialecki respond? Great start. You lose a leg on a 130, you see your opponent kick off 140. That's what I said about this guy's temperament. I really like it. Sebastian Bialecki's from Marcy Edge watching on. He'll be edgy, but he'll also be very proud of how Sebastian's playing. He's not done yet, but Jim Williams has really forced the issue. Won the last 4 legs.
Is he just fading here, Sebastian? There was a bit of fade in that last set. And Jim Williams has grabbed a hold of this tie.
60.
Could have put a bigger dent in it, but he should at least get 1 dart for the leg and to go within 1 of winning the match.
60.
Starting to wilt a little bit, Bialecki. His average in the last set was 83. He's now gone below 80. He's just kind of not switched off, maybe just thought about the finishing line. And Jim Williams, no pressure on this double A, gets it. And Jim Williams is making his move. 5 consecutive legs. He's 1 leg away from a second round tie with James Wade. Big ask for Bialecki now.
And the trebles are looking smaller and smaller and smaller for the 19-year-old from Poland.
100.
Not a huge amount in it in those stats, as you see there.
That's more what Jim Williams has done, but credit Sebastian. He'll keep going. He's only 1 break of throw down in his set. He's got to hold his throw in the meantime here.
Well, we've already seen that 3rd set.
60.
If Sebastian clicks into gear for 3 legs, hold, break, hold, he can easily do that, but it has to happen right now.
125.
He's holding up his end of the deal here. Got to force Jim Williams to throw it out. At least make your opponent work. And Bialecki's got time with his 1-7-6. Stop the rot as well. Last 5 legs going the way of Jim Williams.
100.
Jim Williams shortly just turned his attention to the next leg now.
Over to the 13s. Gets that to leave double 16. Always worth checking. Don't want to David Cameron yourself.
Jim Williams just trying to... Gets him within striking distance. If Bialecki makes a mess of this double 16, well, that's a flyer. Now then, all of a sudden, and a chance for Jim Williams to wrap the match up here, and it would be with 6 consecutive legs if he gets rid of this 101.
Needs the treble. Cannot find it, and Sebastian Bialecki breathes a sigh of relief.
49.
He's not out of this game just yet.
I'm feeling it though, Dan. The last time he won a leg was with that 1-3-6 finish. That's better, more like it. Good for Bialecki, but it's in Jim Williams' hands. He's got the darts here. And this hurts if you're in Sebastian and you're watching on. Brilliant start from Jim Williams. And it's a big ask for Bialecki now. He's got to respond.
That's not enough. Jim Williams from this position should get match darts. And he has been incredibly clinical for the last 3 and a bit sets.
100.
That's fine, a ton, isn't it? Give himself breathing space, Jim Williams. Look at this. Brilliant from Bialecki.
What a player this laddie's going to be. What a player he is already. But imagine what he might do. Imagine what he might do in this game yet, you know.
He's forced. That's a forced error. Jim Williams doesn't do that if Bialecki doesn't hit a 180. And should leave a finish. He does. Jim Williams, you'd say, still favourite. He's thinking turn 40. He'd love to see that first start sit up in the treble. Awkward now to score 140. He's got to be careful. They're a bit precarious.
80's no gimme.
Especially when the darts may not get a go with it. Surely not. Unlucky, so Jim Williams is going to get a match start, you'd think. But if he doesn't get the treble 20, his darts stick up in the board, he could block the tops here. This is far from easy.
He does get one match dart at double top. And one is all he needs. Expertly done for the former Lakeside finalist, as he just about holds off the teenager from Poland. An incredible contest. The highs were incredibly high, but it's the finishing of Jim Williams that